Capital Markets Chief Strategist, Kathryn Rooney Vera. Kathryn, we're watching inflation really cut into people's wages. Oil prices coming off of a 7-week low this morning. Concerns about oversupply and weak demand driving prices. It's way down from the highs. It's now at $75.79 on the price of crude oil. Your take on the energy market right now and investing around it?
Well, energy prices are probably going to continue to drop. This is a highly volatile asset class. I wouldn't be surprised, Maria, if we do see a resumed uptick in oil prices. But my forecast going into 2022 is for a descent in oil prices, which brings massive relief for consumers, both here in the U.S. and globally. In terms of investment picks, I would say look into green energy. This is a structural recommendation that we've had for some time. It's been up about 30% in the past couple of months. We've seen a surge there, and there's a lot of money going to be funneled towards this area. So I would say focus on the release of reserves. That's what the market is currently pricing in. Probably Biden's going to release the strategic reserves to lower the pain at the pump. We've heard from the IEA, the International Energy Agency, the OPEC. They're also more bearish with regard to oil prices, which is really positive. The International Energy Agency just came out last week saying they expect supplies to increase by 1.5 million barrels per day from now through the end of this year, Maria. So that's only 1 month, primarily with sources coming from Saudi Arabia, Russia, and the United States.
Yeah, so what do you think is going on here, Kathryn? I mean, oil prices were at highs just a few weeks ago. What has moved the price lower from where we were just a few weeks ago, in your view?
Yeah, I suspect the market is saying probably the global strategic reserves are going to be released. So, Biden's going to release them, China's going to release them. It's just become too painful for the consumer globally to deal with this. So I think the market is pricing in, higher supplies. We've seen also oil stockpiles are building. So I think it's a combination of potentially also coronavirus resurgence, lessened demand being forecast in Europe. India and China are also feeling the pain of the higher prices, so that starts to eventually impact demand. So I think it's a combination of all, but primarily the expectation, and I hold it as well, that strategic oil reserves will be released imminently.
So do you want to buy oil or stay away until we know more about the strategic petroleum reserve?
I wouldn't be buying oil right now. I would be looking at a subsector, which is the renewable area. That, of course, is green energy. But in terms of broader oil, I would not yet be buying. I still maintain a bearish view going into 2022.
All right. Thank you so much, Kathryn Rooney Vera.